storm's on me.
On the storm.
The two delinquents making
Right. Let's get cooking.
Alright friends, as you can see we have two stoves over here, one made by Storm and one by me. Well, as you can see, it looks like shit, alright? We're kinda poor. So we don't have the like fancy like saucepans and shit. He has like a Purell stove, I have like a rubbing alcohol stove. But yeah, let's get to it. First off, you start off by getting your pot, as to say, and just putting a bunch of compound in it. Well, our compound is made of 60% potassium nitrate and 40% sugar, but since we're really poor, we don't really have a scale, right?
Well, 65.
65. I did 60-40.
Anyways.
Well, yeah, like the point is we don't really have a stove because we're like, or we do have a stove. This is our fucking stove, but we don't have any like scales, so we have to make a bunch of guesswork by volume. So yeah, we do like a bunch of this compound. It's our stove.
Yeah, full YOLO.
And then put a bunch of cotton's yarn. Well, as much as you want to make. And it's important that it has to be cotton yarn. Are you ready with yours?
Yeah.
No, you're not even ready.
What are you talking about? Here you go.
Okay, you want. He's just doing his own thing. But yeah, and then you add some water. And wait, hand me the lighter. And well, just start cooking. Ooh, 91% alcohol. It's pretty flammable. I usually use 50. And while Paul starts to get set up, I'll just like.
No, I don't put it in the string until it dissolves.
Really, because like I just dump it all in and. So yeah, anyways, you want to make sure it all gets in and it all gets mixed nicely. Well, I just realized something. My jar of compound is not closed. The important thing is to always keep these things closed when you have a fire because, well, we'll show you what happens later if you don't have it closed. Quite a f***ing disaster I had.
So it's done when there's no liquid in here. And what you do is you just take this ring out of here.
You can see mine is also done. Well, for me,
BRB.
I don't always wait until all the water's gone. I mean, some of it's still left in here, but should be good enough. And basically, as Firestorm was saying, once you start boiling, you kind of gotta like wait for the water to evaporate, and your string becomes like kind of like a gooey, solid kind of state like this. It's very, and most or all the water's in. As you see, I have a lot of it, but it's super saturated, so the moment it cools down, it's gonna turn into a solid. And as for us, we'll just throw it into a pan where it can cool down for a sec. Now we wait for it to cool down to the point where we can touch it. It's recording. Our next part includes, well, next part when you're
It includes you holding this.
oh, fuck off. Okay, well.
I'm serious. Hold it.
Oh, fine. You want me to hold it?
Yeah.
Keep it in camera view, man. Basically, just do this next step when it's cold enough to touch. And as you can see over here, it's going to have a lot of, going to be very it's gonna have a lot of axis on it, so or firestorms or rhinos that you pinch it and basically just pulling out the axis, and the plate over here is just to contain it. So we can use all these little things for, well, whatever the hell we want in the future. A light 'em. So yeah, once you're done, it should be covered in the compound. It should be nice and thin and smooth. Next step, kind of just
Don't
like,
throw it down. Don't throw it down.
next step, kind of just hang it up. So yeah, next up just involves hanging it up and waiting for it to dry. Typically you do it overnight, but it doesn't always have to be. You could just shove it in the baker, but yeah, just hang it up to let it dry. I'm not gonna shake it much. Yeah, like after it dries up, you just like cut it into like different like pieces
tilt
that you're
it.
gonna use. I'm gonna tilt it. It's fine. Oh shit. Alright, close the hatch. Set it to about 350 degrees. No, just 300 degrees for about 10 minutes. After you're done, they should be pretty like tan and stuff. So you just like, and you want to get them straight just to make sure, because once you heat them up, they kind of become a bit like flexible. Just like take them out, put it onto like a cardboard tray or like something that's good. Just roll them up, and they should turn out pretty nice. Afterwards, you should turn out with like a small bundle of nice straight strands, and it should work pretty well. It's relatively okay, not too fast. You got some light. So yeah, that's how you make it, so have fun.